right, so welcome to podcast number 3. I'm joined by new co-host Grayson, and we got Kyle as always, and then we're joined by Ryan from Born Anew.
Yo, what's up?
So, just give us a basic rundown of who you are and like what Born Anew is, how it started.
Well, I do vocals. I actually am not an original member, so like Born Anew started in like 2013. I think the only OG in our band is our guitarist, Chip. And I think I joined in like 2015, something like that. We were still like doing like local shows and shit. And like, I don't know, one day we just fucking were like, yo, what if we toured? And then my drummer was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to book our own tour. And then we did it. And then here we are.
Nice. I give props to mad bands who are able to book their own tours. Like I just feel like that's the most stressful shit of all time is having to book your own dates and find venues that want you to play there and shit.
I give them all that credit because I did nothing booking wise. I just, did what I had to do.
Yeah. So I know Kyle, he wrote a bunch of questions because he's really into writing everything down. We've laid it out. So yeah, do you want to ask something, Kyle?
Oh yeah, sure. So congrats on the release of Dura Vita. Fucking slaps.
Oh yeah.
Shit
so what does Dura Vita mean?
So Dura Vita was actually the name of a side project that I had with my drummer and a friend of ours. It was supposed to be like more of like a hardcore band than like a metalcore band.
Okay.
Just because I don't know, I wanted to try some other shit, and then I was just like fucking. I was on Google like looking up Latin translations and shit, and like I was thinking the words like hard life or like life is hard or I don't know, some like cliche shit, whatever. Like, and then the project kind of just like I don't know, didn't really move forward, so we just took the name from that and then used it as our record title. And it kind of just like relates to every song that we have on there because every song kind of has like a different, story to it, but all relation to that like line,
Yeah. Because I was curious yesterday, so I Googled it, and it was something like "life is hard," but
yeah.
Life, and I was like, okay,
it's very cliche.
it definitely fits every single song. So
yeah.
No, 100%, definitely.
Yeah, so that's pretty much kind of where we got the name from.
Okay, sweet.
With the idea of life being hard, the music hits hard. So now the whole like explanation of the album kind of makes more sense now, that the fact that not only the music hits hard, but life is hard. Fuck that.
Yeah. Just like daily struggles and shit is kind of like yeah.
Hey, at least you didn't use like Carpe Diem or something in.
Oh my god.
Like basic white girl about it.
The tattoo.
Yeah. So like when writing Dura Vita versus like Eternal Isolation, like what was like the mindset going into each individual album? Because they both have like different feels for them, but you can still tell like, oh, it's the same band, obviously.
Yeah. So like Eternal Isolation was more so like I remember when we dropped our EP Peace is Dead, it was very political. I don't know, it was like something we wanted to talk about at that time because it was like crazy with all this fucking Trump being elected and all that bullshit and whatever, like. And then we like kind of like we still talked a little bit about like political shit in Eternal Isolation, but we weren't like as like all about just that. So like Eternal Isolation has a bunch of like different shit from like we talk about like racism or like coping with like I don't know, mental shit or just like shit like that. And then Dura Vita is actually about it's like from the start to the end of some like suicide basically. So like when someone commits suicide is like we talk about from like the first song is like when you're in your fucking head just like thinking all the shit, and then second song is like kind of like when you're like really feeling it, and third like the dude like kills himself. But we weren't like trying to like talk about it as like some like fucked up shit trying to be like all edgy. We're kind of like more so like bringing awareness to the fact that, you know, like if your friends like going through it, like, you know, be there for your people, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, we try to like get into like detail about what someone that is like feeling that way could be going through, you know?
No,
It
that's,
definitely oh, go ahead, Nash.
no, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it definitely has like it definitely fits that. Like the sound definitely makes it seem like it's you can kind of feel what I guess like the emotions, the kind of like variation how someone feels if they are like suicidal, depressed,
Yeah.
do that shit. It definitely like because like personally gone through some shit like that. So like listening to that, I was like, okay,
Oh
that's
yeah.
like, it does a really good job at like kind of going past of just saying, oh, this is what we want to talk about. It's just that's kind of like what a lot of this genre does anyway. It's just kind of like really good at portraying those emotions that you can't just get by singing or just by saying about it.
Yeah.
Really
So I know it's hard for like, you know, your average person to not understand screaming lyrics.
Yeah.
But like if you looked it up, like you'll see like exactly what we're talking about, you know?
And I think it comes through a lot really well with like when there's no bullet to bite. You guys have that lyric towards the breakdown when you say like I went to bite the bullet, but it went right through my head.
Yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
it's crazy. You try to make it detailed.
Like that. Like I was listening to it the entire time. Like I had listened to that EP, I want to say like 4 times this morning, just so that way like I get a better feel for what it was or
Yeah.
how we portrayed to other people. And I tried to like pick up lyrics to like try to piece it out to see what it could be really about. And I heard that line and that one just stuck out really fucking well to me.
Yeah. And I like lyrics, like lines like that definitely help with the music. Because it's like, I don't know, you could use them as like one-liners and shit, and it just hits harder, you know?
Yeah. And then when you guys were talking through internal isolation, when you mentioned like there was those like keynotes of like you talking about racism when Trump was elected, you do have that one song, Black versus White, when it was like the lighter your skin, the darker your ways or something like that.
Oh yeah. I actually really like that song a lot. I don't know if we're ever gonna play it live, but it's definitely one of more of my favorite like studio type songs.
Yeah, I think if I had to pick a favorite from that album, it would definitely be Black versus White. That one just hits a little bit harder.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I agree, man.
I would say that or Solemn are probably my two favorites.
Solemn's my favorite. They hate it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Dude, Eternal Isolation was literally like on repeat, like right as COVID happened. Like I was like, I'm fucking isolated, so I'm gonna listen to this and just be angry and just want to bang kick in my room because right when COVID happened was right before my second to last semester of school. So my parents like, hey, might just want to move back home and like, you know, in case shit like hits the fan. So I'd be in my room just blasting it like full volume. Mom's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm isolated.
Quarantine, man. That was a crazy time. I can't believe we lived through that shit.
Like, what the fuck?
Shit's crazy.
A year and a half of that shit.
I do think it is kind of funny that this album came out like right before COVID hit and like everything just like went to shit.
We actually came back from tour literally the day, like probably a couple of days before like everything started showing up on TV with like quarantine and all that.
Damn.
Like it was crazy. Actually, I'm sorry. We played that Spite show.
Yeah.
And then quarantine hit.
So like back to like the eternal isolations part, like I'm sure you probably get this a lot, but like one of my favorite songs on there is Vivar para la Morte.
Yeah.
Yes. And I love the fact you guys just threw in a rap song. And I know you have a side project when you rap. So
yeah.
Like, what made you guys want to put a rap song on that album?
So like we all basically like we're in a metalcore band, but honestly, like most of the shit I listen to isn't even metalcore. Like, I mean, I love it and all, but like, I don't know. Like, I grew up as a hip hop head. Like, that was always my thing. Like, my cousin got me into like hip hop, and like, so like I was like 12, trying to like learn how to rap and shit. And he's a rapper now. He just does it for fun though. But like, he was like really good, and I felt like if he pushed himself, he could, you know, make something out of it. So I was inspired by like, you know, my upcoming and all that, and just like with everyone else in the band, like listening to rap and shit. We were like, yo, fuck it, let's just try something different. And my inspiration for that song was actually "Get Rich or Die Trying" by 50 Cent.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm trying to make it as similar to him as possible, from the ad libs to the style.
I just like that it breaks up the albums, because it's the first part of that album before that is slams and then goes into like a chill rap and then it slams again. It's like, all right, I need a little break before the slam starts happening again.
Yeah, dude, we actually our producer made that beat like on the spot, like, while we were at the studio. Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna just cook something up real quick, and he did it. And he had like a couple other shit, but we were vibing more with that instrumental than anything else. So that's how we came across that.
No, that's definitely a good ass beat, and you can tell from, I mean, just the way you guys play. Like, even though you guys are in a metalcore band, you can tell that you guys are inspired by hip hop. Like,
oh yeah,
from like the call outs and everything before the breakdowns, the one liners, like it's all like inspired by hip hop, and I'm just like, yep, these dudes know what the fuck is up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that song even more now because I wrote those lyrics on the spot too. Like, that whole song was just like literally just like we just winged it, and we're like, fuck it. It sounded good, so we put it on the record.
So, like, besides hip hop, like, what other musical inspirations do you guys have for like want to know and everything?
Shit. I mean,
or even like artists in mind, like hip hop.
We really like writing our music. Like, we definitely vibed a lot off of like bands like Those Who Fear or Gideon, like just like bands like that, man. I grew up listening to that. And we even like fuck with a little bit of deathcore, not specifically like I wouldn't be able to really like name certain bands, but like that realm of heavy music definitely is what inspired, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So just recently announced it will be playing a show at the House of Independence with Kublai Khan headlining this chamber there. I am.
Yep. That show's gonna be crazy. That show's gonna be crazy, bro. The last time we actually played House of Independence was with I Am. So it's gonna be funny, like meeting up with them again and being like, damn, here we are again. Same venue. Yeah. Before COVID and after COVID.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was definitely back to COVID. What was the show that we saw, Nash, on the day of?
Oh, Silent Night?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Our governor locked down Virginia. We were at a Silent Planet concert, and we're just like, what the fuck, dude?
Wait, he did it while you were at the show?
Like, we were at the show, and we all get emails saying the governor's going to lock the state down, like, close everything. And we're just like, what? But, like, we're at this show. So, like, I mean, obviously, they're not going to cancel the show right then and there. But we were just like, they're like, damn, this is the last concert we're going to go to for a long ass time.
Dude, yeah. And, like, scary part is nobody knew when this would all come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it was like Currents was also at the show. There was a couple.
I still haven't been to one ever since COVID. Yeah, I still haven't been to one yet.
Yeah, I was blown because I was actually like day of, and I'll never forget the date. It was Friday, March 13th, is when the Maryland governor, Larry Hogan, started shutting everything down. I was supposed to go see Fit for an Autopsy and Die Hard is Murder. They were like co-headlining this tour, and it got shut down day of.
Damn.
It limited to where it's like less than 200 people can be at a venue. So then the next day I was supposed to go see Queensway, like a Baltimore hardcore show. And that got shut down like day of. So it just progressively got worse. And then like I just had to drive back to Virginia because they started locking everything down. And I was like, all right, well, this sucks.
Dude, this whole time has been crazy. I'm just glad it's like easing up a little bit,
Yeah, because in Virginia, we pretty much have like no restrictions anymore. Like,
oh yeah, I don't even wear a mask when I go to the store because I'm double vax, so it's like
so are all we. Yeah, but like, I was like the hardest part of COVID for me was like I don't really care about going out and doing stuff. Like I don't really like going to bars that much. I don't really like going out and doing shit like that. It was mainly just like not being able to go to fucking shows. Like
Yeah,
this is the longest I've been without a show since I was like a little ass kid.
Mhm.
dude,
And it
seriously,
sucks.
for real. It's wild, man. It's wild.
Real hype for fucking Spirit Box and Limp Bizkit. I swear.
Is there any shows like you're dumb excited for, like not just to play, but like to see? Like, are there any shows like you have planned like in your books that you're like, I'm going to see?
I think I definitely want to go one of the shows that Knocked Loose has coming up. I also really wanted to go to Rolling Loud and Lyrical Lemonade's like summer like fest thing. It's just expensive as fuck, bro. It's like $400 just for one ticket.
That's ridiculous.
On top of like having to fly out there and shit. Like,
And then find a hotel room or a campsite.
yeah, man, I can't do that. That's too much.
One of the cool things that just happened here is Pharrell Williams is from Virginia Beach. Like this is his hometown. Like so he reps it all the time. And
I didn't know that. Holy shit.
so 2 years ago, he created the Something in the Water Festival, and like he brought it to Virginia Beach, and it was like the biggest event that's ever happened here. And I unfortunately didn't get to go to the first one, but I had tickets to the second one, and then COVID hit, so I didn't get to go. But he's rumored to be bringing it back like mid-August, like just randomly, and replace another like beach. Like it's a huge military area here, so they have a patriotic festival that they have every year. And it's just a bunch of country bands and like butt rock bands.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be taking that over and making it Something in the Water. But like the last year's lineup, it was supposed to be like Tyler the Creator headlining, Future, like a bunch
Holy
of
shit.
artists and stuff. Because first year it was Snoop Dogg headlining, Pharrell, Migos, Little Uzi.
That sounds lit.
It's so like I was like, I hope he brings it back for like earlier because like I'm trying to go to that festival.
Hell yeah. Damn, that sounds dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What is this question you have on here about give an example of a chocolate bar?
Oh shit. So all right, that was a mental note, Nash. All right, and you know what I meant by that. Okay, so I have to explain this now. So the question was, I guess, like inspirations that I guess are outside of music. So to give context to that, our last guest, Kenny, one of his songs called Menace was inspired because he had a friend who was in a play and he played a menacing chocolate bar in the play. So that inspired like I guess like a 2-song EP they had with that. So that's why I said like an example can be a chocolate bar, or anything can be.
Oh,
with the question.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So is there anything at all that kind of like inspires you? Maybe like just anything at all. It can be a chocolate bar. So.
Shit. I mean, dude, a lot of our shit's like, I wish I had like a funny little background story for a song, but it's just like so fucking like, just like depressing. Like not depressing, but like fucking just like so like
you guys tackle serious issues.
Yeah. But you know what? It's a good idea though. I'm definitely gonna like bring that up and be like, yo, we should actually like write a song off of I don't know, little inside something.
Like when he told us that last week when we talking about, because they have a EP and it's Dead Vectors and it's like Menace and Chameleon. He was like, yeah, Menace is about a menacing chocolate bar and Chameleon is about Rocket League. And we're just like, what? We never
my god
guessed that, but all right.
Yeah, literally nobody would probably ever guess that.
He was like, you're actually one of the first people I'm actually talking to this about. Like, no one's ever cared to ask. We're just like, dude, that's funny as shit. Like, why aren't more bands writing songs about chocolate bars and Rocket League?
My band would probably laugh at me if I like was like, yo, let's write a song about chocolate bars and other shit.
You see, that's the crazy thing though, is like that the EP wasn't even like about that. That was just like the inspiration for it. Somehow a menacing chocolate bar kind of had it so like they're like some like I think it was about like some menacing people that like just look like they can do something bad, but they really don't. But there are some people who just kind of have like that straight face to where they actually do terrible things, but no one will suspect them just based off like of stereotypes.
And then the chocolate bar.
Rocket League in a chocolate bar?
Yeah. Dude.
I was like, you know what? Respect to that, because that was a massive jump.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, yeah, so like a pretty serious, like interesting topic came from two very, very silly things.
That's mad.
So, in our first podcast, we talked with some of your label mates in Cohen, and we were wondering how you feel to be signed to like Modern Empire and everything. Like, how has that experience like been for you guys?
Oh, dude, I mean, I fucking like it started off with like Stay Sick,
Yeah,
and then just shit went down, and everyone kind of just like went their ways, and like we kind of had to like figure out what exactly we were gonna do. So our boy Mike Milford, who was like running Modern, basically, like, I mean, dude, like I wouldn't even be able to like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like he's just been like helping us out like from like the very beginning since we started working with him. And like he's still like basically like taking us under his wing and like just, I don't know, looking out for us. So like I literally am like, grateful that we had the opportunity to work with, even when it was Stay Sick, like the whole team and everybody. Like I have nothing bad to say about it. Like, obviously we want to go for bigger things and like look for, a big label to like help us take that next step. But like as for like Modern Empire, like I got nothing but love for them. So shout out my boy Mike.
yeah. That's literally what the dudes in Cohen were saying. They literally said the exact same thing, but they gave us a little bit of insight on like the beef and shit that was going on behind.
Yeah, it was a lot, man. But like we kind of just like that happened with like a bunch of like the dudes from the team. So like we kind of just let them deal with their own thing, and we just stepped back and just
I went with the flow.
Yeah, just made sure like we weren't gonna make the wrong move or anything, or like shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because me and Kyle, when we were making like the list of bands we want to try and get on here, I would say like 10 of them were on the same label, because it was like y'all, Cohen, Spite, Degrader,
Yeah,
Oxlake, Body Snatcher. You're just like, you might as well just go through all the Modern Empire bands.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, no, I have nothing bad to say about Modern, man. They've been like, Mike has been fucking taking care of us, trying to make moves for us and shit.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good to hear. Like, at least, like, even with like all the shit that went down with it, like y'all kind of just like stayed out of it, went with the flow, like let it flow naturally into like a better way than what it was going.
Yeah, we stay out of drama for sure.
That's the way to live life. There's no need for drama in life.
Yeah, nah. Nope.
So on the note of touring, are there any touring updates you can share with us?
We have something planned for the end of this year, like fall.
Yes.
I don't know when we're announcing, but we have something planned, and then we have some shit for early next year. I wish I could say, but
no, we understand.
Well, yeah. All we really cared about is knowing there's something happening.
We just want to know if there's at least something coming.
Yeah.
I hope y'all come to Virginia, because I'll spin kick someone.
Yeah.
I don't mosh, but I've been telling people like, hey, you guys are cool people, so like you come out to Virginia, like I'll get in the pit for y'all. Like fuck it, I'll put my life at danger for a little bit.
Dude, Virginia's been ever like since the start, since we started playing Virginia. It's just always been love and cookout. So
yeah.
I fucking love cookout. We're actually heading to the studio next week in Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah, so next week we'll be heading out there for like 2 weeks.
Are you guys working on a new EP or a new full length?
That's a full length. Oh yes. Yeah, we got some bangers on there, bro. It's gonna be hard as fuck.
So like, I know the scene here, like the scene down here is pretty crazy. Like all the Virginia Beach and Richmond hardcore kids, like they throw the fuck down. But like, how is the New Jersey scene?
Dude, it's pretty crazy. It's actually, I mean, like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's like Jersey's hard. Like, it's like hard to get kids to come out. I feel like if it's not like a banger like lineup, But I feel like that could go for anywhere else too.
Yeah.
But I feel like some scenes will just pull up anyway just because they want to fucking mosh and shit, And
Literally Virginia.
yeah, like I feel like you guys will mosh to every band. It don't matter if you're a local or a fucking, you know, a national band or like, you know, I've seen those kids fucking mosh to every band, and that's pretty sick. But like Jersey's cool though too. Like I mean, like our hometown show was fucking crazy. Like for like Eternal Isolation, our release show, that shit was wild. And like I mean, like, you know, if you play the right show, you'll definitely get the right kids to come out, and it'll definitely be a good time.
What part of Jersey are y'all from?
I'm from the me and Pinder are from the shore, so like I'm from Long Branch, like near Asbury, and then Pinder's like down south, and then Chip and Sax are both from like North Jersey. I actually live with Chip though, so like it's pretty cool that like, you know, if he ever is writing shit, I could literally just go downstairs and just give him my input. So that's pretty cool that, you know, I think it'd be dope if we could all live together, but everybody has other shit going on, so that's not really possible right now.
Now I've heard of a lot of bands that like end up living together. Like 3 of the dudes in Cohen, like they all live together and they all just live in the same apartment and they just like constantly jam and write music together. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like you guys are never stopping the process, which is
Yeah. It used to be a little harder when everybody was in their own place. Because like it'd be like sending emails back and forth and then just like waiting for people to answer. But now that me and Chip live together, it's definitely a lot easier for him to like show me shit.
Yeah. So does he do most of the writing, or do you guys like collaborate, or like is it like a group effort when it comes to it?
Yeah, he does a lot of the writing. I used to write a lot too. When like Eternal Isolation came out, but I've just been so busy and focused on like other shit that like I just like let him do his thing, and then we all give input and all that. Sax does, you know, his drum shit, and that's pretty much like really it. I mean, he writes most of it, and then we kind of just all revise everything together, and then that's how when we get the finals and all that.
Got you.
So are there any like, oh, you know,
no, I was literally asking you a question, Kyle.
You're asking me a question?
No, I was asking you if there were any other questions that you had right now.
Oh yeah, I was saying it. So are there any like specific songs that y'all just love to play live that are kind of like go-tos every time that you just want to play because you love it?
Oh yeah, Buried Youth, Vile Filth. Vile Filth is one of my favorites. Fucking Backbreaker. And we used to really enjoy playing 107, but we're cutting that out soon. It's like one of our like OG songs.
Can I talk you out of it by chance?
Yeah. Yeah, fucking it's time. It's time has come. We gotta make some space for new shit. But yeah, I mean like songs like that are definitely like go-tos for sure.
Just the super hype ones that
Yeah.
have crazy ass breakdowns.
Yeah. Our intro's pretty fun too.
Because when I saw y'all open for Body Snatcher at Riff House, I think that was the first time I heard y'all, and I was just like, Vile Filth is what drew me in. I was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? They might have just stolen Body Snatcher's show with this one song.
Dude, the ending of that song is just heavy as shit for no reason.
All of them are heavy for no reason. Like that was there's been like 2 or 3 shows that I've been scared, like genuinely scared at.
Oh shit, yo, Sax is here.
Hey,
what's up,
man?
He just changed his hair color.
Nice,
That's
bro.
Not his final form though. He's got to get a cut.
Oh, it's not the final form. You going Super Saiyan God next?
Yeah.
But like that Body Snatcher show, I would say that show, and then I saw the Acacia Strain, but I think the Body Snatcher show was probably the most scared I've ever been at a show at the Riff House.
Dude, Riff House, man. That place gets violent as fuck.
Someone got stabbed at that show. You know that, right?
Really? I didn't know that. Wait, that same show that we played?
Yeah, at Riff
I
House.
had
Someone
no
was
idea.
stabbed in the parking lot while Body Snatcher had just got done playing Stabbed.
I literally did not know that. That's crazy.
I go outside, there's a bunch of cops, and like I was like, what the fuck happened? They're like, oh yeah, someone got stabbed. And I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
That's why that's why we really want Body Snatcher to come on, because I really wanted to just tell them that sort of like, you guys know someone was stabbed at your show right after you play Stabbed.
What the fuck?
I don't think the stabbing was in correlation to the show, but I was like, how fucking ironic is that?
Yeah, just coincidental.
Like, what the fuck?
People are crazy, man.
That's another thing I'm worried about. Like, I'm worried about going to a show and not being at a show for so long that I'm going to be scared again to like be around a crowd.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely nervous for that fucking Limp Bizkit show because the Norva sold out for it, and I'm just like,
I've been to like I was telling you before, I'm a Red Bulls fan. So I've been to the games already with like hella people around me. And I mean,
that's not what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about people.
Oh.
I'm worried about like the pits and like how angry
Oh.
people are. I don't care about that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, so everyone's gonna have all this pent up aggression in them. They're just gonna be like,
Oh, true.
cloud killing the whole time. That's what I'm worried about. Like, because I really don't mosh. Like, last time I moshed was Warped Tour and I broke a rib. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't a fun experience.
Yeah, last time I don't really mosh anymore either. And I don't mosh because I piss people off when I do. And it's just like I tell them, my friends, every time, like, I'm not doing it. I know why I'm not gonna do it. And then at Warped Tour during a mirror, they just kept egging me on. They were like, bro, just do it for one song. And I was like, all right. And then I got into a fight. So I was like, this is exactly why I don't do it. So I haven't since.
I just don't like getting hit in the face and then like, not fighting back. Because like here, if you get hit in the face, like they'll help you up and shit. Like they'll help you like, get back on your feet. But if you start fighting back, you're fighting like 20 dudes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
See,
I'm not getting jumped today.
that's why I was real careful at the fucking Acacia strain that I went to. Was fucking everybody would like spin kick or like do the hardcore slams and shit, and I just had to keep my distance because I
that's my thing, dude. I do a lot of spin kicks on the people, and I mean with good reason it pisses them off, but like I don't know. That's why I don't. Especially when you're in a different like area, in a different scene, like you don't know who the fuck's part of what. So like you hit the wrong dude, bro. You're gonna have like 10 other dudes on you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I told Kenny this story the last time, but I guess Iceland Kills came here, and their tour manager, I guess, pissed off the BB hardcore kids.
Oh no!
Have them out, so they tipped their merch trailer.
Oh my god, trailer!
Yeah, like the trailer they would tie it, like they would have behind like their bandwagon or whatever. That was like full of like their gear and merch. They fucking flipped it.
Jesus!
There was like 30 kids out there. They just grabbed the trailer and just threw it over, and I was just like, Jesus, VB, like what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I thought you were gonna say merch table, but fucking trailer. That's brutal, man. I'd be pissed.
Right? Like all your gear is fucked up, your merch is flipped. Now you have to figure out a way to flip the trailer back over without fucking everything up in it. Like,
fuck.
That's why you don't piss off people there in the local scene, like, because you really don't know how they're gonna react.
Dude, even as a band member, like when you're somewhere else, dude, you gotta know how to act, bro. Like, I mean, like, dude, I remember playing like Cali, and for some reason, dude, there's like this crew out there that just like fucks with us. Just every time we play, they come out, and like I remember one time during our set, they were beating the shit out of some kid. I just kept my mouth shut. Like I don't get involved in that. Like,
yeah, you're not trying to get jumped by
whatever they do. And I mean, it was to our set, so I mean, it was kind of hype. I'm not gonna lie, but like, but I stay out of that shit, bro. Like, I mean, they do them. They were nice to us. I'm cool with it. Whatever. Like,
Like again, back to what you said. No drama.
Fuck that, bro. We're drama free here.
Yeah, I definitely feel like depending on the bands, like the amount of violence allowed in the mosh pit should be there. Like more like hardcore metalcore, hardcore scenes. Like people should get knocked out. I'm not gonna partake in that. I will watch, but if y'all do go down, I will. I don't like saying this. I'll mosh. I don't like moshing at all. I'm the guy who'll be in the corner that's just headbanging way too hard
Yeah.
and just have a massive headache after. But I will mosh a little bit, and if I get scared, I will run out. I will. I'm being very honest about it. I'm not going to promise too much. I've already promised many other guys.
Oh my god.
One key element in your show going experience, Kyle. You headbang until your head hurts, but you're also double fisting beers the entire time.
Yeah, so that's what happened. At the Silent Planet show is when we were there. We got the announcement before our school announced it first because I went to Virginia Tech, National to UVA then, and it was like, yeah, spring break's a week longer. So we looked at each other. We're like, okay, we're getting fucked up, and we're gonna enjoy the show. So first thing, I went up there, and then I said, "Can I have 2 beers?" They said yes, and then I was like, "All right." So the next time I went up, I actually got 3 because I was like, might as well. They're $2 a piece. So I was just downing each set, and by the time it came on, I was fucked up. My head hurt because I was being so goddamn hard. So that was the best show I've ever been to, purely for the fact is everybody knew then that like, okay, shit's going down. It's our last time to really enjoy this.
Yeah.
So people just started going insane. It was amazing.
Dude, that reminds me of when we played. You guys know So What Fest that happened like last year, I think, or something. In Houston, fucking when Stay Sick was still like the name of the label. Fucking, they had an after party for day 1, and that was when we showed up because we were playing day 2, but we were only gonna make it the night of day 1. So we literally showed up and went right to the after party, and like everyone from the label was there, dude. Like all the bands, like. Fucking, I mean, we met up with like a whole bunch of friends, like Bloodline or fucking Degrader, fucking everyone. So like, as the night went on, this fucking lady stood up on the bar table, like the bartender. She stood up with a fucking megaphone and was just like $1 tequila shots, dude. I have never seen so many people run to a fucking like to the thing so quick in my life. And like, dude, it was crazy. Like just everyone was lining up. And then out of nowhere, I just see Pinder, like my bassist, just walk out of that little like giant crowd with like fucking 5 tequila shots and like all in his hands like this. Dude, he was just like, he was going off, bro.
That's you, bro.
I don't even like tequila, but for $1 a shot, I'm a
dude. $1. He walked up with like 5, bro. Oh my god, we all got so fucked up. And that was the same night we got into the Uber to go back to the hotel, and I thought the Uber driver was being slick, and I was being a dick to him the whole ride there. I was just like, what the fuck did you say? What? I don't even remember saying that shit, dude.
The drunkest I've ever gotten at a show. It's a tie between 2 shows. It's when I went to go see Between the Buried and Me for 10 Years of Colors. And
Between the Buried and Me.
Yeah, dude.
That's a weird show to get drunk at.
Fucking wild, but the crowd was great. I was with a couple of my friends who came down from Pennsylvania to Baltimore so that way we could see the show. And then I forget who they had open for him, but it was still pretty sick. And then Private Room 2, where it was like Counterparts, Stray from the Path, Burials, Chamber, some of like those like really good like hardcore metalcore bands. I got belligerently drunk. And when I tell you, like by the time Counterparts came on, I was so drunk and I had like so much energy from Stray's set that I was ready to spin kick and just fucking cry. Like, dude. Fucking there. And it was still one of my favorite shows, man.
That's great. That is so great.
I
love getting lit.
I think I got drunk at the Root of All Evil Spike tour.
Oh, man.
I started drinking when Dealer came on, and then by the time Spike came on, I was just like, oh, yes, all right.
Now that I know you guys drink, next time we pull up to Virginia, we definitely gotta.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, man.
I also remember like when I saw Spike for the first time when they were opening for Chelsea Grin. It was like Chelsea Grin, Traders.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Chasers Street. Left Behind.
Yeah, Left Behind and Acacia Strain. There's all of them on that set. And I remember I got drunk at that show and I was having fun. And like at the end of everything, I met Darius for like a split second. And I let him know that I was a fan. And like, he talked for a minute or two. And that night I was actually able to get onto Chelsea Grin's tour bus. And I got to hang out with like Tom and everybody in the band. And I just remember sitting like on the bus right in front of the fucking steps. And Darius just walks up the stairs and he looks at me. He's like, and I'm like, oh, hey, fancy meeting you here. How you doing? I got to talk with a bunch of them for a little bit. And even the drummer from Victims was there. And I was very surprised to see her. But
I love to hear that, man, because honestly, it's cool. Like when bands, like other bands, don't like think like, oh, we're like too cool for you or like too big for you. You know what I'm saying?
So cool to see like just how interconnected like this scene is everywhere. Yeah. And just being able to like have that experience of a fan being on like a band I grew up listening to. Chelsea Grin and Whitechapel got me into deathcore.
Yeah,
and to be there and see all these bands interact the way that they do and just be really fucking cool people with all of them.
Yeah.
Such a great experience for me.
No, that's awesome, man. I agree. 100%.
So like you said, like one of the last shows you played was the Spite show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How was that?
It's crazy. It was well, we opened because we weren't on the package, so we were considered like local support. But like everyone was there, bro, like from like the younger friends that we have to like the older heads from like Jersey, like everyone was there for our set and it was tight. It was pretty fun. And I don't know, I also enjoy playing that venue because it's basically at home for me. I'm literally like 5-10 minutes away from that venue, so it was sick. I'm glad I'm getting to play there again.
Yeah, when I saw that you guys were only playing that one day, like my heart like broke a little bit. I was like, "Fuck!" It was like, I mean, it was already a perfect lineup, like Dealer, Varials, Orthodox, I Am, Spite, and I was like, Born Anew, fuck yes. And I saw it was one day, and I was like, "Oh, all right." I was tempted to drive up to Jersey, honestly, just to have like the complete perfect lineup because that was probably the most fun show I've ever been to.
I mean, that Kublai date is the only show we have till like fall.
And that's in Jersey?
Yeah, it's at the same place.
So we're making a drive to Jersey, boys. Kublai Khan, whenever they come here, they're
coming to Richmond in November.
Yeah, they're opening for Acacia Strain.
Yes,
Orthodox.
Yes.
That's gonna be fucking crazy.
I'm going to both dates.
Yeah, they're playing 2 dates in every city because it's playing
all of the Waves and then some off of Slow Decay and then it's all of Wormwood on the second day.
Jesus.
And the only thing I'm upset about is that like Harm's Way comes in like halfway through the tour. They replace Kublai Khan.
Yeah.
I think they do replace Kublai Khan halfway through. And I would kill to see Harm's Way because I didn't get into them when they were blowing up. And now that I like actually do listen to them, I own them on vinyl, all that shit. I'm so upset I don't get to see them.
Harm's Way is dope.
I just want to see that, man. That's all I want. I just want to see that do 2-step.
Oh my God, from that video.
Yeah.
It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Dude, apparently he's like a substitute teacher or some shit.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing with like Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die. He was like an English teacher or like an English substitute teacher or some shit like that. So like, I mean, it doesn't surprise me to hear that. It's just like that dude is beyond jacked. Like if I saw somebody like that teaching me anything, like I'd be terrified to be not like,
if I walked into a class and that guy was teaching me, I'd be like, I'm not fucking with this teacher. I'm gonna sit my ass down. I'm gonna stay quiet because he will fuck me up in one hit, dude.
So funny enough, one of my community college professors is a bodybuilder or a powerlifter. Did that with my dad. So when I walked into class one day, he's like, "Oh, hey, Kyle." I'm like, "You're my teacher?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, this guy's the biggest." I see him do like squats like 600 pounds, like a massive leg dude, just up there being like, "Okay, today we're learning about Arrow's paper number 51. I'm like, I can't pay attention right now.
That's
I just see your angry face when you're powerlifting something, all your veins popping out of your head. And now you're just in here wearing a tie. That doesn't work. That's not
power
right.
lifters, man.
Yeah, there's some crazy dudes, especially that whatever I forgot what they like smelling salts they do before they lift. I've been to watched a few meets, and that stuff
It's crazy.
is
Fucking crazy.
I'm looking at them. I was like, y'all. I was like, is that all y'all put in your nose? Is that it? They're like, I was like, I'm curious now. So, yeah.
Like I had like one last question, I guess, before we have to like cut off, I guess, because I'm sure you're a busy man. But like with Eternal Isolation and Dura Vita having like specific like meetings with like, you know, the political climate in the United States, and then like life being hard and suicide and shit, like what is your message going to be going into this next full length?
So the next record is actually going to be, I don't think we have a name yet, but we've already have like song titles and all that. This next record is basically going to be more so on like a personal level. So like each song is going to be about like it's going to be about like everyone's upcoming. So like one song is going to be about how like where Sax is from, because he was adopted from South Korea or North Korea or something like that. So it's going to be about, you know, him growing up and shit. And then mine's going to be about like my family over in Guatemala, like that, like where they live and shit, because it's like fucking pretty dangerous. So
Guatemala is dangerous.
yeah, man, I've seen some crazy shit over there. But and then Pinder is gonna be, you know, his upbringing, and same with Chip and all that. And it's mainly gonna be about like how we like grew up and all that, and then made our way to like here to where we all like linked up, and like how like we all came together, I guess I could say.
Got you.
Yeah, it's gonna be more so on a personal level rather than like political shit or like you know, shit like that.
Pretty much a change of pace from what you guys have been doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be from like how we grew up to like where we are now and how we all came together.
Nice. No, I'm excited to hear it and excited for you guys to record it.
Yeah, man, it's definitely we got some good songs on there.
Yeah.
Heavy shit.
Yeah. But I mean, that's all the questions I have. Do you guys have anything you guys want to add?
I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, man, for being here. Like it was a fucking honor.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 3, and make sure you guys subscribe.
Yeah, next time we hit Virginia, we gotta get lit.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, bro. For real.
Of course. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe.
One is giving you any. I hear the sound of death. I feel the wrath of the fucking menace. My mirror shows strangers. All these motherfucking demons wanna see me